All right, well, we're in the shop. It's midday, maybe a little after midday. I don't know, not even before 5 o'clock. I've been working on a tractor. I didn't video any of that. But so what we're gonna be doing today is, well, today and tomorrow probably, because I ain't gonna finish it, I'm sure, is putting front brakes on this car, getting it ready to where it'll actually stop, because as you saw in the last video, I backed out of the shop and stabbed the brakes and they don't work, and I forgot, and I'm a dumbass. So we're gonna do that and try to get this thing where it can be driven-ish, sort of. And then I'll have to start working on leaks and tuning the carburetor and setting the time in and all that kind of stuff, because I really haven't done any of that. I've just kind of thrown it on the car and made it run. So let's see what we can do with it. Well, I got sidetracked. So instead of fixing the brakes, I fixed the fuel system instead. So now we are no longer, I need a light. I need a light, I need a light, I need a light, I need a light. Okay, so now we are no longer running off a Gatorade bottle. There we go. See, our Gatorade bottle's missing now. And we have a fuel filter and a fuel pump, and it goes up to the carburetor like it belongs. I like those valve covers way better. I know this motor's not staying here, but it makes me feel so good. So now she runs. So let's just walk in here, see what this thing's got to say for itself. Did I disconnect the battery? I don't think I did. So, couple bumps. Self-contained. There it is. So now it runs by the switch, and it has its own fuel system that actually has gas in it. And the motor makes that sound. I don't know. I don't get it. Hear it? It's coming off the back of the motor. Like, this motor might have a blown head gasket for all I know, but I mean, I haven't even really put any antifreeze in it yet, so we hadn't ran it that long. Well, bring it back. We're going to start working on brakes. Alright, well, we're back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to change this brake hose and pull the caliper and all apart. Just kind of check everything, make sure it all moves like it's supposed to. And polish the little slides for it to make sure they're nice and clean and everything slides like they're supposed to. I've already done one side, so knock this side out already real quick. And that's it. So we're going to knock it out. And we'll I'll keep you on the loop here. So here we go. Going up. Bolt one. Ooh, that one's not tight. That's weird. Yep, not tight at all. All right, bolt one going out. The little thing came with it. It's a little rusty. We'll clean him up. Bolt two come out. The little slider did not come with him, so we'll have to get him out of the caliper. Take a screwdriver. Wedge it in here somewhere. See if we can get some get some release. And if not, we'll see if we can just pry him out. Yeah, it's prying out pretty easy. So we'll pry it out. Still a little tight. Pry it out. Keep going. Now, cut her out. Set her up top. Pop the pad out of it. By the way, the pads on the other side were in great shape. probably just recently changed. The rotors don't look that bad, just old from sitting. And now you take the C-clamp, and I'm gonna try to get this on a camera shot. I don't know how good it's gonna be though. And you set him in place like this onto the back of it, and you just tighten her down. And all you do is you tighten her down, and that puck should push back on its own, nice and smooth. It is walking back pretty good and smooth. You just push it all the way back till the caliper bottoms out, and that's it. Alright, so now we're going to clean these little guys up. They're covered up in rust and corrosion and stuff from sitting forever. All we got to do is take the clean end right there, just barely chuck it in the drill like just like it's a drill bit. There you go. Chuck it down. Take the flat side of the little vise right here. We're going to lay it right here across the sandpaper here, and you'll see it come shiny clean. Ow, wrong direction, Matt. There we go. Now it doesn't polish this piece quite as good, so we'll have to take them out and do it by hand, or throw the bolt on the floor. But that's how you polish the bolt. That's how you polish the bolts for it. Or at least that's how I do it. All right. Well, I was gonna put this side back together, and we got another delay. So if you look in here, see a problem here? Broken bleeder. As soon as I went to crack it loose, it broke. So, not a big deal. I'll just replace the caliper. These things are only like 30 bucks a piece. So, I'll hurry up and order one. Probably call and order one tomorrow morning first thing. Get it in here, and I'll be able to swap that caliper. And I'll feel better about it anyway, because the driver's front caliper has been replaced in the past. You can look at it and tell it's not original. The line on this side has been replaced. I believe the line on that side has been replaced, but knowing all that, it'll get a line on that side too. So I'm gonna bust out some vice grips and pop that line loose real quick. So I'll bring you on that adventure in just a second. Let's dig through the toolbox and find some vice grips. That was fast. Okay then. So now, reach in here with a pair of vice grips. If you do it properly, you don't want to crush it, so you want to make sure you try not to crush it, because I do still intend to reuse that line. And then this one's definitely been changed before. It's rounded all over the place. So now you go to the bottom over here on this side, and to break it loose, you pull it to me. Let's see. And it feels like we're slipping. We sure were. Well, we're going to bite it harder, which is what I didn't want to do. So now we're going to go right here. We're going to bite on it pretty tight now. You got to be careful not to crush them now, because you can. Oh, that's about as tight as I think I can get away without crushing the line. So let's see. There we go, broke loose. That's the good, is most of the time they just snap loose once they come loose. So, all right, we're back. Been a couple days, so had to order the stupid part, let it get here. I have worked on some other stuff, so here's what we got. I ordered a old junker one from a local parts store. It comes with a brake pad retaining clip, a brand new caliper. Now the question is, did they send me the right one? And oh yeah, I'm a dumbass. Yes, they did. They sent me the correct one. That looks like a 10 millimeter. Jesus, here we go again. The 10 millimeter. So we also got new slider bolts for this one. So I ended up not needing to clean up those slider bolts. So now we'll put this on the car and call it a day. All right. Well, I gravity bled the brakes. Just let it bleed until we had. Sorry, crashing y'all into stuff. I gravity bled the brakes until fluid came out this side here. Same thing on that side. So now all we're going to do is see if they work. I actually had a pedal, which is surprising. So we will pop this door open and do it and see what happens. See if it's got some brake pressure. All right, well, let's see what happens. Grumpy. Well, we got brakes. Good enough for me. A little grumpy, but we got brakes. So, I think that'll be it for now. We now have brakes on this whole car. I still got to replace that rear brake hose, which, just to be completely honest, I'm probably not going to video that. Nobody really wants to see it, I'm sure. There won't be nothing to see there. I struggle doing them. Not struggle doing them. I struggle seeing what I'm doing. Not a blind joke there. It just is what it is. So, I think we'll call it there for this. So now we have wiring harness. It starts by the key, and we have brakes. So, I hope y'all have enjoyed it, and next time we'll try to get this rear power window working. So, we'll see if we can get that on video. I don't know how that's going to go. Hope y'all have enjoyed. Y'all have a good one.